What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's been a couple weeks now, and there are reasons for that. We will get into that more later. In this video, though, I want to jump right into you guys how I get free shares of stock pretty much every single week. And no, you do not have to get your brother and sister to sign up to do this. Not whatsoever. This has nothing to do with them or your aunts and uncles or any of your family. It's no affiliate whatsoever. This is just the easy way in order to invest your money and be able to make money off of it and grow a portfolio. And this is just something I have used. So with that being said, I want to jump into the intro and just get right into the video.
I know I'm fine, but the money
Okay,
makes
guys, everybody hears free shares and they're like, how do I get it? First off, you got to make some smart moves first. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do in order to get those free shares. And it's very, very simple. So you can do this on Robinhood. You can do this on TD Ameritrade. I've got charts pulled up. Yes, I'm filming this on President's Day and the markets are closed, but futures markets are not. And that's why you see that this is moving over here. And you guys will see that my P&L on this smaller account is moving today. So, P&L today, I've made a little over $10 on just this thing. So $13.75, almost 15 actually. And you can see my buying power here on this one, and this will move. But how do you get the free shares, right? That's what we want to know. It's very simple. I'm going to show you how to do it on both the TD Ameritrade account and on the Robinhood account. So let's go ahead. Let's get this open. So it doesn't matter what stock you're wanting to do. I'm going to do Coca-Cola, or I'm going to do it with, Coca-Cola, just because I like selling their weeklies or their monthlies, and I don't do it a lot. Actually, you know what? A lot of people like one stock, SoFi. I'm going to show you how to do it with SoFi because it seems like everybody knows how to do or like SoFi here lately. And I'm not against SoFi. I've made money with SoFi. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to sell options. So that is the first part of this. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to sell a put. And I like the 4 days out. I got no problem with that. I'd probably actually go 11 days out here just to get a little bit more premium. And to do this, I'm okay with, I want to see what the stock's at. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here, figure out what the stock's at, where we're okay with buying it. I'm okay with, in a week, picking this up for $8. Seems to be a pretty consistent thing here. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this and how to get out of any trade that you need to on this one. So this one's pretty solid. You're going to get $18 for an $8 one. So you're going to risk basically $800, and you're going to make $18 for a week and a half. Almost 2 weeks actually now, my bad. But it's not quite. It's next Friday is when it would be. So you get $18 though on this. This is going to expire worthless, or you're going to end up owning the stock. Either way, in both of this case scenarios, you now have $18 more free. Now, meaning if you bought the stock, you still buy the stock at $8, which is $800, and you still get to keep your $18 here. Your total credit is $18, so your max profit is $18. And as long as it expires worthless, or you get assigned the shares, you made that $18 no matter what. Now, what you're going to do with that $18, you're going to pick a stock that you like, whether it's the S&P 500 or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do, real life, how I buy free shares. So I do this, and again, this is a solid return. This one's a little bit more riskier. I'd probably be going for more like this one if I'm being more realistic. But there's people that love SoFi and they swear on it, so they're probably okay with doing it at $8. So I'm okay with this one here. I'm going to collect $6. Fine with that. So once you collect your $6 next week, you guys can buy partial shares on Robinhood. It's very simple. And if you want to continue to you want to invest in the S&P 500, all you got to do is pretty simple. SPY. And now we collected $18 for that thing. Now all you got to do is go to dollars. Now it's going to show that I don't have $18 in this account, because that is true. And now we can own just a little slice of the S&P 500, and you can do this every single week with your profits off of selling the premium, and those are technically free shares. You are getting a nice little thing. You're just taking your profits that you got with the house's money and buying the market. Now here's how I do it, and I have a very, very high probability of doing this, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do with this. In the stock, there's a couple of stocks that I put this in. So there are 3 different stocks that I buy for free. One is PTY. You cannot get it on Robinhood because it's a closed-end fund and they don't do closed-ends. I don't like it, but you guys can see it has just stayed consistent around this price range. Now I have a dollar amount that I stay below when buying this stock. It pays 11 cents dividend every single month, and I do very, very well off this one. And I only buy it when it's under $14 a share. And yes, I have held it when it was at $20 a share, or almost at 20. So PTY, CII, which is BlackRock Capital Income Fund. This is also a closed-end fund, but if you look at it overall, and it pays monthly. I think that one's a little bit more per month. I would have to go back and look at it. I don't own as much in this one. This is one I recently started buying in the past year. And then the other one that I really like, and I've just bought it over time, and I don't own any of this one currently, but I'm looking at it because the real estate market is income. It's Realty Income. They invest in real estate. They own Walmart, things like that. No problem. So how do I do this? I use the futures market, and we are going to push this up. So this /MES is just the future of the S&P 500. If you look at it compared to, let's just get rid of this one. We are going to look at it versus the SPY. It will look identical other than today. So if you eliminate this candle right here, they look identical because they are identical. That's the trick. So I'm going to put natural gas back up here on my screen because I like the future of natural gas too, and I will trade it as well. But we are going to go back over here, and this is the MES. And again, this is a smaller account of mine, but again, I like buying free shares off these things, and I will put the money into a different account once I get it. So I have sold both of these for, I think one was for like $85 and one was for like $75. So this one right here is at like a 30-something% premium collected so far. It's a solid little thing. Well, if I own PTY, as long as it's under $14, I'm able to buy 2 shares of that, right? I mean, it's pretty simple. If I collect, and actually I'm looking to collect about $35, probably about $40 actually off of each one. So 40 divided by 14, I mean, that's pretty simple. You're going to get roughly 2 to 3 shares every single week, because now I only have 2 of these on, but what you guys don't see is last week on Friday, I took one off for another $40. And I do this on MES. You guys can see I'm 25 to 38 days. I will be waiting for another one. I would like to get another one weekly. I am willing to sell this other 25 here. I don't want to go into the teens, but I will do anything 25 to 45 days. And you guys can see I have my little marks up here. That is exactly how I'm getting free shares of stock every single week. Again, I'm not buying them in this account here that I have on TD Ameritrade. What I do is I have multiple accounts of TD Ameritrade. I go into my app, I transfer funds from one account to another, and then I don't touch it. That account right there that I have where I transfer the money is just for dividend stocks. I want it to just grow, or even companies that I want to buy for growth. It's just free shares of stock that I have accrued over time, and it's companies that I believe in. I have Southern Company in there, I have Coca-Cola in there, I have Duke Energy in there. If you're seeing basically a trend here, I have solid companies that have been out there for what feels like forever, and they make money consistently. I actually even have some Exxon in there. Shout out to Thomas if you ever see this. He put me on to Exxon. Not that I didn't know about it, but I believed in it more, and I started learning the oil game. You guys can see I have crude oil down here on this chart. I watch the crude oil market now. I sell the futures of the crude oil on my bigger account, the TD Ameritrade. I love trading futures because I can use span margin. Now, hear me out. I'm not using a ton of margin. You guys will realize I'm not going out. If I have 10,000, I have 25,000, I have 50,000. I'm not going out and using all my buying power. I stay anywhere between 25 to 50% of my buying power, and then the rest of it gets used Like, I bring that money back in, I redeploy it, but I take the profit and then I move it. So I can go and continue to accrue assets, and it helps me in my taxes long term, guys. I don't get taxed on all those long term dividends. So this is exactly how, whether you're on Robinhood, you are on TD Ameritrade, E-Trade even, I believe Webull even allows this, and they have fractional shares as well. I get free shares every single week of stocks, and I absolutely love it. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you have questions, please comment below. I will answer any of them.